Taurus, how are we doing this week? All right, we're going to be doing your weekly from the 24th to the 30th. All right, we're using the Dark Oracle this week. Get an idea of what's going on. All right, let's get into this. What do we have going on for Taurus for their highest good? What is it they need to know? I don't know what that one flipped over. I'm going to put it back in and see what comes out. Okay. We have bats. You are driving yourself crazy. So maybe you're driving yourself crazy this week. Going a little back and forth. And then we have empower on the bottom. It says trust your inner vision. Ooh, I can understand that. It's like when you have an idea in your head and you're like trying to figure out how to get it out instead of just trusting yourself and seeing what becomes of it. So that is number 19. And then we have number 1. So definitely kind of like a light and dark type of week is what it's going to feel like. So we've gone like through a reflective week, kind of a chaotic week. And now we're kind of like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel type of week. But I feel like maybe the ideas and the thoughts in your head might be driving you a little crazy and you need to trust yourself. You know, trust that shine that you have. Trust that you're empowered. You know, you could be trying to build something. This could also be you actually stepping out of your comfort zone too with that Sun card, you know, wanting to be seen and embracing that happier side, especially when you're trying to build something or have something stable. All right, let's see what is going on with my beautiful Taurus this week. All right, what do we have going on for Taurus? What is it they need to know? Okay, we have the High Priestess. Definitely about trusting yourself this week. This could be you moving in silence and keeping quiet about things, but really letting your intuition kind of guide you this week. What else do we have going on? Ooh, 9 of Pentacles. I really like this. You know, especially when it's about your own confidence, you know, and the ability to create something stable and I'm going to say fortunate because that's the word that's popping into mind, and allowing it to just kind of flow and really embracing that, you know. And I like the fact that the pentacles are sunflowers in here because sunflowers face the sun, and then we have the sun coming out, you know, wanting to be seen, wanting to be heard, wanting to shine, kind of going at the beat of your own drum type of energy. I like it. Oh, and then we have the 8 of Wands, that fast forward movement. Could be communication coming in, could be travel. Let's see what that one is here in just a minute. Give me one more, please. One more for Taurus. Ooh, that's a lot. I'll take that one. Ooh. Okay. I like it. I think I've been kind of dealing with burdens this week, and this could just be like a lot going on right now. And that King of Pentacles is telling you that you have the fortitude to do this, you know. And it's about just one step in front of another. It's kind of like a balancing act this week. And I really like it. I feel like with the King of Wands as your current energy, you're driven to do something. It's like having an idea in your head and just trying to figure out how to express that idea, when really you just need to trust yourself when it comes to what it is you're passionate to do. And knowing that you have all the authority to do that. But I definitely feel with the High Priestess and this beautiful 8 of Wands here, this is about trusting yourself and moving forward. This could be having some kind of new spontaneous idea. This could be you thinking about travel. But I feel like you're kind of keeping it under lock and key. But the overall message is whatever you feel intuitively guided to do, as long as it's, safe, but you have free will, I feel like it's going to start moving in that direction. And it's really about, having the confidence and maybe having some kind of plan in place with that 7 of Swords. And really, I think it's outshining the endings that you may have been dealing with, especially if they were painful to you. And I definitely say outshining because the Sun is the happiest deck in the card, but it's also, not allowing yourself to get so caught up in one idea, or why isn't this working out, or why can't this just do what I want type of energy. It's just really trusting your gut and going with it and seeing where it leads you, where it guides you this week. And I feel like if this is like a relationship, it's like not dwelling on that relationship. Own the things that you care about. Own what you're driven to do. Trust your instincts and move forward. Focus on your own independence, your own confidence versus the deceptiveness that could come with that. And start to watch that inner light shine. This could have been something that was painful, that came quick and out of nowhere, but it's really, you're just really being guided to, trust whatever vision you have for your life. I'm grab you some advice really fast. I like this. I feel like you need to, the universe is telling you, maybe you need to move towards having a little bit of fun, getting out, expressing a little bit of joy in life, but you decide where you're driving that course, with that Chariot there. You're leading these horses where you want to go, and maybe it's the support of friends or, getting out of your comfort zone. And I don't know, I feel like really just showing up for yourself. But with that 3 of Cups and that Chariot, I feel like this is about you taking the action to find the joy in something, even if it feels like it weighs you down or you're a little stuck in your head at the moment, but there is happiness at the end of that tunnel. So maybe not focus so much on the thoughts or the ideas that keep you, weighed down or like feeling heavy, because you do have happiness. It might take a minute to get there, but you do have some happiness along the way. But I feel like your advice is to take a moment, relax. And I feel like this is kind of like a pause, a slow down moment, and allow yourself to breathe. You might need some rest, especially if it is you're solely focused on, what's coming in instead of the things around you. And, not focusing so much on the unknown aspect of things with that moon, or even the fear of a situation. But I really just feel like it's you kind of embracing that unknown. So your advice is to really just kind of step back, take a moment, take a pause, take a breath. Don't focus so much on what could be coming in, and allow yourself to keep walking through that path and, walk down. See how that light is? And it's about keep moving. All right. Let's get on to the little love or career portion. It's hard telling what's going to come out, to be quite honest, but we'll see. All right. What do we have going on for Taurus this week? What is it they need to know? All right, what is it they need to know? Thank you. All right, we have office room. It's about getting some insights and transforming. And I really like that. Is changes your secret career accelerant. Lean into discomfort and discover potential. So we did see that moon there, and that could be that discomfort, especially with that 10 of Swords also being there. But move into that discomfort and see what it shows you. We have study room on the bottom, which is about doing the resource facts, but it's also about a choice. You have a choice. It just depends on, maybe you're doing some kind of research and waiting until you have all the facts before you make an educated decision. And that could be part of that office room, is getting some insight into something. And then we have pets, this cute little puppy, and that's about that companionship. And we did see that 3 of Cups, spending time with friends, doing things that embrace a little bit of fun. And then we have Maid, which is care, support, assist. And this could be just somebody that comes along and just kind of helps you through whatever step you need to. This could be some kind of collaboration, or this could be somebody that just steps in and kind of sees that you're tired or you're overwhelmed and helps out. So I feel like you definitely have some kind of good thing coming in. It's about making choices, getting some insights, filling yourself with people that are loyal and that are on your side, but aren't expecting a whole lot out of you, that are just there because they care, and then knowing that you're supported. So I really like that for you. It's just maybe you're a little too much in your head this week, and you really just need to trust yourself. All right, we're going to go key oracle, and then a hard truth, and then I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of your week. All right, what do we have going on for my beautiful Tauruses? What do they need to know this week? That came out fast. We have forest key, growth. Trees guard your truth. Roots unlock peace. The wild sings with you. So I feel like maybe nature is going to help you unlock some of that, especially getting grounded. So this might be a good time to take a walk, go a hike, get rooted, get grounded. And that, I feel, also opens up some insight, some clarity. Just kind of clear your head out a little bit. Maybe give you a higher understanding of what your true vision is this week. All right, let's see what hard truth you need this week. What do we have going on for Taurus? Scared of change. Fear of the unknown is stifling your transformation and blocking your path. Growth happens when discomfort takes a deep breath and keep moving. And maybe that's why you're so stuck in your head, is the course of change. But trust yourself this week, okay? All right, that's what I have for my beautiful Taurus. I wish you guys all the best week, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.